So how do I know he's not going to be out there consuming alcohol at 3 in the morning? That's what scares me. A lot of people take a half-assed approach to things in life. When you take a half-assed approach, you get that same kind of result.
So you say, sir?
If you fail me again, it's really not going to go well. Do not.
The raw fear you just heard from the bench, it's real. A 17-year-old asking to be out until the early morning hours, right after failing a sobriety test. But is this a genuine need or a dangerous trap? This is the case of Mr. Celestino. On the surface, it's just a request for a work curfew modification. But look closer. He's facing a DWI charge that could haunt his record forever. His attorney claims he has bills to pay and college plans, yet the judge sees a troubling pattern. Just 2 weeks ago, he tested positive for alcohol while on bond. Now he wants the keys to the night shift. Something just doesn't add up here. If you want to understand courtroom psychology and how judges spot the difference between a real second chance and a total disaster, hit subscribe for more expert breakdowns. Let's go back to day one in the courtroom.
John.
Judge, may I bring up Mr. Celestino and his mom, Judge? This is an off docket. This is the one that you told us we can come back this week. He's the one that you put a curfew, and he works during the curfew hours. Hold on before you can just come up.
He's already, it's okay, come on up. Mama.
Judge, we have an interpreter here because she doesn't.
That's okay.
Judge, I asked Mom to come because, she knows about his work schedule. He's talked to his supervisor. They just don't have any other time slots for him to work except for the second shift, which is from 3 in the afternoon until sometimes 2 or 3 at night. And I've talked to Mom. She's assured me that that's where he is. That's where he works. She can vouch for it. She can help monitor. But he just needs to get back to work because they rely on some.
What is your cause number? Do you mind?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Judge. It is 251.
Okay.
7372, Judge.
Thank you so much for coming. Mom, thank you for coming. The problem I have is that he's charged with a very serious offense. He's young. And while he's on bond for this case, he's continued to mess up. It's not the first time I've brought him back here for violating conditions of his bond. He has had bond violations in that he's continuing to mess up. And it scares me to let a 17-year-old out at 3 in the morning because I don't know what's going on at 3 in the morning and it's hard for me to monitor. So how do I know he's not going to be out there consuming alcohol at 3 in the morning? That's what scares me.
Let me finish talking to your mom.
So a lot of people tell me that they're doing one thing, and then when they leave and they go out the doors, they do something completely different. And so that's why it scares me. What he's charged with, he's continued to have violations while he's on bond, and now he wants me to let him out at 3 in the morning. I understand he's saying he's working, but
él tiene que pagar biles
he has bills to pay.
y yo voy a estar monitoreándolo. Él sale a las 3 de la tarde y sale a las 2 de la mañana.
He leaves at 3 p.m. Finishes at 2 a.m.
Yo entro a mi trabajo a las 3 de la mañana y salgo a las 2 de la tarde. Yo lo
I
llevo al
go to my work
trabajo
at 3 a.m. and finish at 2, so I take him to work.
y alguien, yo hablo con su compañero del trabajo y él me trae a esa hora.
And I speak with a coworker of his that then brings him back home.
Y él no se va a ir para ningún lado porque yo hablo con el muchacho que lo lleva a la casa y me dice que él ya está ahí en la casa.
He won't go anywhere else. I speak with his coworker and he lets me know whenever he's brought him home. and he won't go anywhere else.
Ms. Siegler, what, are you familiar with this? Can I, what?
Probably not familiar with it.
Right. So what we have here is we have a young 17-year-old with the DWI, right? He's on bond. The case is old. I mean, it's, what are we doing anyways?
Well, the problem is, he's a .18, and we're trying to get all the mitigation stuff in. I think.
He's a .18 and he's a 17-year-old?
And so we gotta get that mitigation in. You won't accept the time served, so it's not a mitigation or probation, so I'm trying to get that in as fast as I can. Nathan has already told me that there's already a clicking clock, so I'm trying to get that ASAP, Judge. I turn them around as fast as I can.
I don't want to be blamed for not taking a time served. If he wants to take a time served, then he can take a time served. But you need to understand is that when you plead guilty, it stays with you for the rest of your life.
I will explain that.
I never think it's a good idea at 17-year-old to potentially shut a door when you have the ability, if you're granted entry into this program, to try to get this dismissed. A lot of people take a half-assed approach to things in life. When you take a half-assed approach, you get that same kind of result.
So you said it's a program?
When you plead guilty to an offense, you can never undo that. You're stuck with it for the rest of your life. And when you get a conviction on your record, it's going to hurt you. So
I'm basing that on what a pretty much state standard rec on a first-time DWI judge. And, there's only 3 options. There's time served, there's probation, there's PTI. PTI clock is running not only because the case is getting older, it's because I haven't been telling. So we did that done in the last week, within the next couple of weeks. If that's going to be around. Now, I haven't talked to him about the other one. You just did, because when I talked to you before, you indicated to me that you were able to go down that path. So, this is new news that you're reconsidering, and if that's the case,
it's just, look, they have this program. It's a diversion program. If you're granted entry into it and you complete it successfully, the case gets dismissed. Your case is old and it's time to make a decision. If you want to do it, then that's what you got to do. If you want to take the easy way out, I'm happy that you can do that as well. It's up to you guys, but you need to make a decision. The reason we're here now is because he wants to be out in the middle of the night working, right? But, it's a DWI and we have a positive blow, or we have a bond violation report from about 2 weeks ago where he tested positive for alcohol. So that's why I'm scared to just let him out in the middle of the night. When he got this bond violation 2 weeks ago, was he working in the middle of the night?
He's been working. He's been working. I mean, in that particular incident, Judge, I don't know, but he's been working for a while. So, and I think he mentioned to me that it was a really bad choice when you were at a family gathering. Is that right? It was like, it wasn't at night, it was during the day when that happened.
And then, Judge, after when I got out of custody, the same day I got out, I went to work, then went to work Saturday, and Sundays I don't work.
What does he have on him now? Does he have anything on him now? A scram?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put an ankle monitor. The problem is that
How's he doing?
The last name, sorry.
Celestino.
I have to get, it's not on docket. I have to get to give you a cause number.
He does, as part of his new bond condition, when he got out, he's on a.
Yes.
251 7372.
Yes, I have a GPS device with a curfew and then a scram device as a the.
Has he been good on the scram?
I believe so, but let me just double check.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Assuming he's negative, I mean, what are your thoughts?
I think that we definitely would want to keep them on this gram and the GPS.
Well, that goes up, of course, but I mean, as far as letting him out at 3 in, working, what time did you want to work?
The shift I'm in is from 3 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then the other shift, which is day shift, it would be from 4 a.m. to 2 p.m.
So which shift are you planning on working?
I'm trying to stay in night shift so I could go to college starting January.
So which shift do you want to work?
Night shift.
So is it the 4 a.m. to, or is it
It's
the,
the 3 p.m. to 2 a.m.
say it again?
3 p.m. to 2 a.m.
That's the shift that you want to do?
That's the one he's currently.
Judge, I'm reaching out right now to
January
get an updated compliance check due to the holidays. I just don't see an update on it for the scram report. Somebody should be getting back to me here.
So let's do this. I will allow you to work, but if I find any other issues, then I'm going to take you off. And you don't have all night. No, it's you from 3 p.m. until 3 a.m. is when you have to be home. Do you understand?
Sir.
If you're out at 4 in the morning, if you're out at 5 in the morning, if you test positive for anything, it's not going to go well. Do you understand?
Sir.
Number one. Number two, I'm giving you 2 weeks to get all the documents ready for this program. Your case is old and it's time to do something now. So
I just want to let you know that the case was reset till the 9th of January already. That's the reset you gave them before. And this is an outline, it's just to try to clear up the curfew. I mean, that's reasonable because I think the program, according to my intel, we got to get that in within the next couple of weeks anyway. I just didn't know whether or not you wanted to come back to this. You or reset it.
well, yeah, because he needs to do a TRAS regardless. So I guess let's do this. I'm not going to set it all the way out to January 9th because it's old. I'll give you the 4 weeks, John. But at that time, when he comes back, we need to have a decision made as to whether he wants to get into this program to get into the diversion. If he does, he has to have all documents in by the next setting.
Well, absolutely.
And then we'll send him to go get a TRAS done at that time. Don't drink alcohol. And if you don't have a license, do not drive. Do you understand?
Sir.
If you fail me again, it's really not going to go well. Do not use alcohol. He's not driving, is he? Or is he driving? Do you have a Texas driver license?
Yeah, I did. And then at the time of the DWI, I had insurance too.
¿Tiene aseguranza ahora?
Ya.
Ok. No puede manejar sin licencia, sin aseguranza. All right. Ok. Si él tiene un positivo de nuevo, lo voy a encerrar. No me importa la excusa. Ok. A las 3 de la mañana en la casa. Okay? All right.
Just we'll bring it back on the 31st.
Okay. Done. But everything,
Got it.
all right. Okay, Mr. Celestino, make me proud, man. This is it.
That's just.
Thank you. Thank you.
The judge made the call. Mr. Celestino got his hours, but he's on a razor-thin edge. But here's the question. Did the judge make the right choice by trusting a 17-year-old with a history of violations? Comment below, Team Celestino or Team the Bench. Was this a fair second chance or a recipe for disaster? If this case got you thinking about accountability, hit like. Share this video with anyone who loves real courtroom drama.